Today we'll show you how to wrap and store meat, and sometimes it makes sense to buy in bulk and it saves money and effort, but it does require some preparation to actually store it. So in order to do that, you need some freezer paper, or in my case I have here parchment paper. I don't always have freezer paper, but I always have a parchment paper here, so I'm going to use parchment paper. I have some tape, I have a marker, I have some plastic bags, and I'm going to use the tray to actually flatten things out at the end. And I have some very thin parchment paper to place in between the steaks here. Now, if you actually need to cut these into serving sizes before, here it's already been cut, but then you will also need a cutting board and sharp knife. And if it hasn't been frozen before, you'll probably need to put it in a freezer till the outside is slightly firm, and then it'll make it easier to cut. And don't forget, you want to cut away any fat or bones before you freeze for duration. Okay, so in order for us to do this, I'm actually going to use some plastic gloves here. The key thing here is to avoid freezer burns. You want to take out all the air. And I'm going to put multiple steaks here together, so I'm going to put a paper in between, but I'm making sure that there's no air in there. Putting another layer of meat, and again I'll put another sheet here. So this way it will be easy, it'll come separate out easily later on. And here's the last piece. And then you want to pull up the sheets together. You roll this down. Hold the ends. I'm going to push it to the end, and here I'm going to tape it up. I'm going to tape it up. And then I'm just going to mark on here today's date. Today. And the cut. Now I'm going to use the tray to put when I have multiple, I actually put all these on the tray so that they lie flat, and I'll put it in the freezer until they are firm, and then I can actually put them in other places. This way they don't bend over when they're starting to freeze, because then it'll be more difficult to actually take them off, or I'll put multiples on them. And to just make sure that we are airtight, I'm going to put them into a plastic bag. Again, I just want to make sure there's as little air in there as possible. Now I'm ready, and I'll put this in the freezer in the coldest place as possible, and then later I can take them off and put it in, mix it with other food that's there.